that you begin with personnel before even the structure. Because when you have the personnel, you can do the makeshift issues, it'll be able to work. But even if you have the structure, but you have not trained the personnel, it will be a monument. It will not work. So first issue is personnel. And I do not want this issue of the government coming here and say, we're not funded, we're not funded. What are you doing in cabinet? If you cannot defend your sector, what are you really doing in cabinet? Right now, we need service delivery for the people. To go back to this issue where it was mentioned, Busole Hospital is part of 24 hospitals which were part of the second five-year development plan. And I'm mentioning it here because I know most members will not have read it and will not read it, although it's here in the library. In that plan, it was to increase the hospital beds to 2.5 per 1,000 people. And that meant 8,250 beds, which were built. Busole Hospital is one of them. You had the dispensaries and sub-dispensaries, which were county and sub-county structures. These hospitals were built. Now, I was in this parliament, in the 8th parliament, we borrowed $100 million to repair 24 hospitals. We only did about 12. Busole now, which is part of this one, is going for $20 million. One hospital. One hospital, $20 million. We built 24 hospitals at £6 million, plus dispensaries and sub-dispensaries to serve the people of Uganda. These are the same structures which cannot be rehabilitated after 40 years. Let us be honest here.
Thank you.
If we care for the people, let us prioritize the work for the people and not go around the bush. Many of these things are in the library.
Thank you.
Cross-check, you will see. UPC did it right.
Thank you. I'm also happy that UPC is in bed with NRM now. And the question is, what are you doing in cabinet? The appropriation is done by Parliament of Uganda. The blame should come to you members of Parliament, not cabinet. So I don't want the minister to take responsibility that because the minister is in cabinet, it is a collective responsibility of cabinet and Parliament. Honorable crossed from, as crossed to Ecological Party of Uganda, is now the president of Ecological Party of Uganda. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And the House is duly informed, and we have written to Electoral Commission to that effect. Yes.
I can see members are very excited.
There's a procedural matter.
About
Honorable Nsereko, and I want to welcome him to the club of party presidents in this parliament. He now joins me, the Honorable Akena, the Honorable Wechitibwa, Matthias Impuga, and my colleague who doesn't sit here but comes once in a while for State of the Nation address. So procedurally, Right Honourable Speaker, it would be right to welcome him to that club. I thank you, Right Honourable Speaker.
The rules, and when you made these rules, they are your rules. We are going to limit the debate on this. It's already past 4. Today is supposed to be Prime Minister's time, and Prime Minister is supposed to be addressing us at 4, and we have a report. So that will be.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. Before the rules catch up with me, Right Honourable Speaker, we beg your indulgence in this matter. At least that's one of the rules that is not entrenched, and that if you so wish, we can have it suspended if we request you, Right Honourable Speaker, through a motion.
I am not suspending. Stop clapping you.
Right Honourable Speaker, given the importance of health to the people of this country, I am aware that in 2001, Uganda participated in the African Union and appended her signature on the Abuja Declaration towards the enhanced funding of the health sector. I would like to associate myself with the discussion made by different people and the assertion that you made, Right Honourable Speaker, that this Parliament has powers in appropriation. And I agree with you. A year ago, this same Parliament clearly said that we should enhance the health budget to 15% in accordance with the Abuja Declaration. Right now, it's about 8.5%. And the Minister of Health clearly said that her hands were tied in this case, that she needed the support of Parliament. And when we did the same, the President of the Republic came out and said members of Parliament should not alter what the Minister of Finance presents. Therefore, our hands are also tied. We would like to tell the country that we support the enhancement of the funding of the Ministry of Health and the health sector. But the executive said, Right Honourable Speaker, that the Parliament cannot alter the budgetary figures as presented, that the budget committee and Parliament can only reject and return to the President. We would like to say, we reject what was presented, and let's see the good work of the executive by saying that it wants 15% of the budget to be allocated to the health sector, and it sees how we reject. Therefore, it cannot be cross-field that they propose and we reject. We actually would like to say as Parliament that we want this, the budgetary, the figures in supporting the health budget to be enhanced to more than 15%. So, information, I'll take it, brother.
Honorable from Kakumiro District. They are represented by Honorable. You're most welcome. Welcome. Join me in welcoming.
21 budget. Our budget was about 31 trillion. Today, it is 72 trillion. So I'm wondering why it is very difficult for us to appropriate and increase the budget of health. What is the problem? Where does the money go?
Devastation caused by hailstones in my constituency of Kole North. On Friday last week, we had devastating hailstones with rain that fell in Apala Parish in a little sub-county. This resulted in over 4,000 acres of crops being damaged. Majority of these crops were ready for harvest, including cassava, maize, and beans. We also had 23 houses destroyed, with 3 completely demolished, and 13 livestock, including goats and chicken, also died as a result of it. 8 villages have been affected, and as we speak right now, they are at the risk of food insecurity, lack of shelter, and also loss of income. My prayers are, one, we've submitted already the report to the disaster committee and also to the office of the Prime Minister. However, Right Honourable Speaker, the concern is that we've been informed that there are no relief items from the office of the Prime Minister. And so we are stuck on what we should do. Secondly, my prayer is that the Ministry of Disaster Preparedness and also Ministry of Water, which also handles meteorology, this is the 3rd incident in 4 years in the same geographical location having these hailstones. We would want to have a mapping of all these areas in my constituency, because we have around 4 areas, and mitigation measures, but also want to know whether we have the capacity to actually predict where there are going to be hailstones in this country, so that we can avert these incidences. So my brief prayer is, one, on the relief items, but I'm concerned that Ministry of Finance hasn't released money for that from what the office